do that? Why didn't you land with me? Bit late now, aren't you? You need a card for that. Hello, welcome to a slightly frustrating Battlefield 6 and RedSec video. Now, I'm just really baffled on what EA and DICE plan to do with Battlefield 6 and RedSec. If you're fully aware of the kind of information that's travelling around online, is that Battlefield 6 has now started to drop its player base quite dramatically. And I think, and my friend TechNation thinks, that the only people that are left playing are people that like Battlefield games solely. That all the other people that kind of bought it, that thought they'd give it a try, that would try it out, have kind of played it. It's probably got a bit stale for them. They've got bored and they've uninstalled it and left, or they've just left, or maybe they're having a break and coming back. But I don't really get what's going on. And the thing is, I mean, Battlefield goes back to such great games in the past. I remember playing Battlefield 1941 and just absolutely loving it. Battlefield 5, Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 is probably hands down my favourite Battlefield game of all time. Closely followed by Battlefield 2142, which had the Titan mode on PC, which I played, which I loved. But Battlefield currently is in a real stale place. And don't get me wrong, Battlefield 2042 was awful. It's really bad. Battlefield 6 has come along and they've made a good Battlefield game, but they've not made a great one. I've not been blown away by it like I did with Battlefield 1. I want to feel like I did when I first played Battlefield 1. I couldn't stop playing that game. No other game interested me when Battlefield 1 was out. I just played it and played it and played it. Now I feel like I'm going and playing Ark Raiders more than I am Battlefield, because it's just not tick the box for me. Battlefield, I am a fan of the conquest modes, and even the maps that have come out with Battlefield 6 have not blown me away. They're not even big conquest maps either. They don't really feel, there's a couple of big maps, maybe 2 feel like absolute big maps, but the rest of them, it's no good. The other thing I was excited about was the excitement of a Battle Royale. And we have Battle Royale RedSec with Battlefield, and the only time I have fun is when I'm playing with a friend in duos, because we can actually talk to each other and play with each other and really go through tactics. This is a game where I was trying to play with random players, and it just doesn't work. You saw the beginning of the video. Rank 3, didn't know what he was doing, didn't land with me, I got killed, and then he's just completely left me on my own. So I'm now in solo I'm a solo in duos. So now I've got to play a lot slower, because if I've got a chance of winning, I've literally got to sneak, take one out, so that it ends up being a 1v1, and hopefully I can get the team wipe. But this game, and what is Battlefield's plan with RedSec? I feel like currently they're just following Call of Duty and Warzone, where they create a free-to-play Battle Royale, hope that people play it and like it and just earn money from the store, and not put anything in it content-wise at all. We have the same RedSec version that we've had since launch, and annoyingly Season 2 has been delayed till February 17th. So we've got another month of this RedSec as it is. There's no solos. There's no trios. It's just duos and quads. So you have no chance. They're trying to create this team-based battle royale game, but it's not working at all. They've also created a meta with the class system that if you're the recon class, the sniper class, you get devices that allow you to see where people are. You get a drone, you get access to a drone that recharges, and you get another device that kind of you put on the floor and you ping a little circle around and you can see people. So now they've created a seeing where people are meta in a class, and you also have airstrikes and UAVs like Warzone. Warzone got really stale. Warzone just failed because of cheats, because of broken metas, because people spamming UAVs and knowing where people are takes the excitement away. And I think the worst thing about Warzone is the lack of content. They just hope people will just put up with it and play it and just continue to play and buy in the store. And I really feel that this RedSec is just going to go downhill the same way that Warzone did. Unless they have something in Season 2 that's going to blow it away. I can't see it. I really can't see it happening. Why have they not put solos in? Why have they not put trios in? I just don't get it. People hated Warzone for taking out certain play modes. Like they took out trios because they wanted it ranked, but we didn't want to play ranked because ranked sucked ass. It was full of cheats and sweats and it was awful. So we were restricted on trios, and 9 out of 10 we didn't have quads because a lot of my friends stopped playing Warzone. There was me and my friend Technation, and then Youngster would come on. But then because there was no trios, we were stuck with quads. So we either had to turn squad fill off and play trios in quads and be a man down and be at a disadvantage, or we let a randomer in and hoping they one they had a mic and two they would do what we were doing as a team, and they never did, and they just got killed. So we ended up being a trio in quads anyway because that person would leave. My opinion is free to play battle royales do not work. Free to play sucks ass. Why people are just wanting to make money from nothing. They bang all their production into their multiplayer. They use all the content of the multiplayer to make a free-to-play battle royale. So they make it with minimal cost because all the content is already made, all the materials, all the designs are made for the multiplayer. They just transfer the information over, create a new map, and just sit back and hope the money rolls in, and not give it any love at all, not give it any thought, no process. I think once a development game company gets too big, like DICE being owned by EA, it all becomes about the money and not the attention to detail, not the love of the game, and it's becoming so frustrating. I want to love Battlefield again. I want to love Battle Royale again, but Call of Duty and now Battlefield they're ruining it. And I'm really hoping that there's a team out there that wants to take Battle Royale back to the classic of, who finds what first, who's lucky enough to find what guns and what tools and what you need. No, none of this kill streaks and UAVs and letting people know where other people are. Just survival, just keeping your ears open and your eyes open. Who spots who first? Just the look of the draw. I really hate where Battle Royale has gone. And I do love Battle Royales. Battle Royales are really fun when done right. Blackout was an amazing Battle Royale game. There was no UAVs. There was no wait. It was just rotation. It was just the look of the draw on who saw who and who found who. And it made the end game brilliant because you didn't know who you were going to spring out on next or get jumped by a team that was rotating behind you. Warzone was just full of UAV spammers and people, 50 kill win games because I know where everyone is, and I just sweat on people and just rinse people. RedSec feels like it's just following the same pattern as Warzone, and I'm massively disappointed in that. Don't get me wrong, when I'm playing duos with my friend Tech, like we have some really good games, but I'm still frustrated. I'm still playing it behind gritted teeth. Why did they put kill streaks in? Never had kill streaks in Battlefield. Why have they put it into their battle royale? It's absolutely sucked ass. And now look, I'm a solo player, just rotating the circle carefully to try and see if I can get a win by some fluke. But I won't. Do you know why? Because there's going to be duo teams out there. One of them or either both of them are going to be the sniper class, and they're all going to have drones. So they're all going to see me coming over the hill, and they're all going to be ready to kill me because they've created a game with an unfair balance. And yes, you could say, well, just use the sniper class then and use the drone yourself. I don't want to be tied into using a specific thing. It shouldn't be a thing. I'm really intrigued to see what DICE and Battlefield 6 do in their next season. Are they even thinking about RedSec and all this stuff they've put in and the things that's wrong with it? Or are they just hoping to make as much money in their store as possible? Only time will tell. But currently the game isn't working. There's elements of enjoyment that I get, but I'd say it's a 50-50. Sometimes I really enjoy it, and then the other 50%, it just really needs to be thought about and worked on. I don't want it to follow the same route as Warzone, because Warzone started perfectly. 2019 Modern Warfare engine, Warzone released, the first couple of years were absolutely spot on, and then it went massively downhill to a point where I never want to touch it ever again, because it never got love. It was just a byproduct. It was just put to the side. They probably have a very tiny team put on these things, probably a massive team on Battlefield working on the multiplayer and that side of it, and a massive team probably working on the next game already, and a tiny minuscule team looking at RedSec and looking at, like they did with Warzone, and they can't get stuff done quick enough because they're such a small team, because they want to save money and make money. So that's just my 2 cents of the matter, and yeah, it's massively frustrating. um, I really want to play and love this game, but it's really hard to. So I feel like I'm going to turn Battlefield off and go and play some Ark Raiders, because at least Ark Raiders are actually doing something right. They've made a quality game. And the reason I play Battlefield is because I love the franchise. I played it from the very first one. And when you love a franchise, you'll understand what I'm saying when sometimes they've just made some quality games in Battlefield that you just love, and you want to feel that again, and you want to experience that again. For me, Battlefield 1 absolutely blew me away, and I'd love to feel that way again about a Battlefield game. I'd love to feel that way where the game is so good that no other games come into your head, because all you want to play is that one game. And that's what I had with Battlefield 1, and I've just lost that. I've lost that feeling, and I want it back because I love that game so much. Um, so yeah, so let's just see what happens in season 2, shall we? Oh, had the same idea as me.